Hello fellow travelers, my name is SG and welcome to the channel. Today we're continuing with Dante's Inferno with Canto 10. Last time we saw Dante and Virgil, they were just getting past the gates into the city with the help of an angel that came down. And they also come across a mix of a Hydra and a Medusic creature that was said to turn people into stone. They avoided the appearance and now we're continuing from that point. Alright, let's get started, shall we? Now onward goes, along a narrow path, between the torments and the city walls. My master and I follow at his back. O power supreme that through these impious circles turnest me, and I began, as pleases thee, speak to me, and my longings satisfy. The people who are lying in these tombs, might they be seen, already are uplifted, the covers all, and no one keepeth guard. And he to me, they all will be closed up, when from Jehoshaphat they shall return. Here with the bodies they have left above, their cemetery have upon this side, with Epirus all his followers, who with the body mortal make the soul. But in the question thou dost put to me, within here shalt thou soon be satisfied, and likewise in the wish thou keepest silent. And I, good leader, I but keep concealed from thee my heart, that I may speak the less. Nor only hast thou thereto disposed me, O Tuscan, thou who thought the city of fire ghost alive, thus speaking modestly, be pleased to stay thy footsteps in this place. Thy mode of speaking makes thee manifest, a native of that noble fatherland, to which perhaps I too molestful was. Upon a sudden issue forth this sound from out one of the tombs, wherefore I pressed, fearing, a little nearer to my leader. And unto me he said, turn thee, while thou behold there Fernata, who has arisen from the weight, and upwards wholly shalt thou see him. I had already fixed mine eyes on his, and he uprose erect, with beast in front, even as if hell he had in great despite. And with courageous hands and prompt, my leader thrust me between the sepulchres towards him, exclaiming, let thy words explicit be. As soon as I was at the foot of his tomb, somewhat he eyed me, and as if disdainful, then asked of me, who were thine ancestors? And I, who, desirous of obeying was, concealed it not, but all revealed to him, whereat he raised his brows a little upward, then said he, fiercely adverse have thy been to me and to my fathers and my party, so that to several times I scattered them. If they were banished, they returned on all sides. I answered him, the first time and the second, but yours have not acquired that art aright. Then there arose, upon the sight uncovered, down to the chin, a shadow at his side. I think that he had risen on his knees. Round me he gazed, as if solitude he had to see if someone else were with me. But after his suspicions were all spent, weeping he said to me, if through this blind prison thou goest by loftiness of genius, where is my son, and why is he not with thee? And I to him, I come not of myself, he who is waiting yonder leads me there, whom is disdainful perhaps your Guido had. His language and the mode of punishment already unto me had read his name, unto the account of my answer was so full. Upstarting suddenly he cried out, how saidst thou he had? Is he not still alive? Does not the sweet light strike upon his eyes? When he became aware of some delay, which I before my answer made suspend, he fell again, and forth appeared no more. But the other magnanimous, at whose desire I had remained, did not his aspect change, neither his neck he moved, nor bent his side. And if, continuing his discourse, they have that art, he said, not learned aright, that more tormenteth me than doth this bed, but 50 times shall not rekindle be the countenance of the lady who reigns here, ere thou shalt know how heavy is that art. And as thou wouldest to the sweet world return, say why the people is so pitiless against my reach in each one of its laws. Whence I to him, the slaughter and great carnage, which have the crimson stained that Arabia caused such orisons in our temple to be made. And after his head he with a sigh had shaken. There I was not alone, he said, not surely without a cause had with the others moved. But there I was alone, where every one consented to the laying waste of Florence, he who defended her with open farce. Ah, so hereafter may your seed repose, I him entreated. Solve for me that knot which was entangled my contraceptions here. It seems that you can see, if I hear rightly, beforehand, whatsoever time brings with me, and in the present have made another mode. We see, like those who have imperfect sight, the things, he said, that distant are from us, so much still shines on us the sovereign ruler. When they drew anear, or are, is wholly vain, our intellect, and if none brings it to us, not anything know we are your human state. Hence thou canst understand that wholly dead will be knowledge from the moment when the portal of the future shall be closed. Then I, as if compunctious of my faults, said, Now then, you tell that fallen once, that still his son is with the living joined, and if just now is in answering I was dumb, tell him I did it because I was thinking already of the error you have solved me. And now my master was recalling me, wherefore more eagerly I prayed the spirit that he would tell me who was with him there. He said, With more than 1,000 here I lie, within here is the second Frederick, and the cardinal, and of the rest I speak not. Thereon he hid himself, and I towards the ancient poet turned my steps, reflecting upon that saying, which seemed hostile to me. He moved along, and afterwards thus going, he said to me, Why art thou so bewildered? And I in his inquiry satisfied him. Let memory preserve that thou hast heard against thyself. That sage commanded me, and now attend here, and he raised his finger. When thou shalt be before the radiance sweet of her whose beauteous eyes all those behold, from her thou it know the journey of thy life. Onto the left hand they turned his feet. He left the wall and went towards the middle along the path that strikes into the valley, which even up the unpleasant made its stench. Alright, now that we've read this section, let's talk about it, shall we? In this one, Dante and Virgil are currently going through the city. They're trying to reach it to the end where they can find the way to the next level of hell. And here they meet the heretics who have gone against certain things. This is more of a place for the intellect. Not that the intellect in itself is a sin, more that it is just a tool used to help sin in a situation. Like, it's more what they use the intellect for. So you see a lot of politicians, which Dante meets from his own hometown, who constantly is just bashing Florence, their hometown, until he is scared away by another larger spirit called Cavalazante, who is said to be able to see into the past and into the future, but oddly enough he can't really see into the present. Because of this, he doesn't know if his son is alive or dead, and he keeps beseeching to Dante and asking him, Is my son still alive? Is he out there? I don't know, I can't tell. And Dante, intrigued by this, just wants to talk to him for a second and learn about the future. And there he learns several things that are going to happen, some that aren't, and talk about the past, kind of learning about Dante's background. it's an interesting idea and definitely has been shown later in the different things, like an oracle kind of situation. Again, you can go back to the idea of the oracles from Clash of the Titans. This is kind of what that is in this, just like the Medusa is the Hydra in this one. So after he meets this creature, he continues on along with Virgil, who is letting Dante take more of an independent strike at this. He let him meet this creature and he let him talk to these spirits. Not because he's trying to demean him, but rather because he's trying to push him in becoming a little more braver to facing his own things. Because he knows the deeper he goes into the Inferno, Virgil won't be able to help him all the way down at some point. Well, I hope you guys like this chapter. I think it was a pretty good one. This one was Canto 10, of course. Please come back next week. We'll do the next Canto 11, the next chapter. And be back Wednesday. We'll be doing another review. We won't be sure if we're coming back this weekend, but we'll see. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. I would really appreciate it. I'm hoping to reach 100 subscribers by Christmas. Yeah, see you guys later.